Have you ever found yourself being in a situation when you took a holiday, you come back refreshed and everything, maybe feeling a bit sad that it's over, but you can do a lot more. Like you can turn the world up and down because you have so much power and energy, right? You take control over it. You take control over how you feel and stuff like that, and you just go for it for about a week, and then the problem is that you don't give enough rest to yourself. And the type of rest that we are humans used to is, hey, let's go grab a beer, hey, let's socialize. But what about the type of calm rest that our brain and mind needs? What do I mean by that? For example, taking a hot bath. 1 hour with your own thoughts, some calming music, some candles. Imagine if you took care of yourself like that well, and you rested not by going out and going to a party, drinking alcohol, or I don't know, having some crazy music or something that your brain is stimulated, or how most people do these days is just social media. Just came from work, throw away the bag, had some lunch, scroll, and then just sit on the couch and scroll. And I'm not blaming any of these people and the way how they rest, right? Like I also do that. For example, I come home sometimes and I don't have energy for anything else but to open my phone and scroll and not do much, right? So I get it. We're all in the same boat, so to speak, right? But how can we optimize and be more productive and how have more consistent energy? So it turns out that spending your time on the phone is also giving energy. Like you get your dopamine receptors working non-stop working. Like our brain is always working, right? And if you think about it, even when you sleep, your brain is working. And now you'll say, but Sheyla, if you go take a bath, your brain doesn't turn off, right? Right. But all the time we are thinking about something, we are doing something, we have to go there, we have to drink on this party, then our brain recovers from the alcohol consumption or tobacco consumption or even overstimulation on social media, right? But when you take a bath or something where you can be present, like meditation, yoga, like taking a hot bath, I don't know, maybe running, and you try to stay in the present moment, this is the only time when you feel like your mind and your emotions are under control. And that makes you actually rest and recover from overstimulation, from people telling from people telling you what to do at work, from talking with your friend, being emotional support here, there, whatever is going on in your life, right? And then you just have this moment for yourself where you can just shut down all the noise, all the garbage that you went through the day. I mean, ideally it's in the evening, but you can also do it in the morning and evening. Like, for example, meditate for 5 to 10 minutes in the morning and then come back, take a hot bath, right? So your muscles relax and you feel good, and then you go to sleep. And the next morning you're like, oh my God, I had good rest, now I can go again. And you can continue on this cycle. It's like the concept of mini aid stations that I heard from David Goggins. I mean, you gotta learn about this guy. If you don't know who he is, I link his channel, his social media, so you can check him out. He's an incredibly inspirational guy, and I really respect him. He inspired me to complete my first marathon, to commit for this. So, insane guy. So one time he gave an idea of mini aid stations. He mentioned that he always works very hard to challenge his body and mind physically. And one time he was interviewed by someone I don't remember, and he was asked, but when do you have time to rest, and do you take vacations and stuff? And Goggins said, no, I don't. I just have these mini aid stations that help me to keep going. And what do you mean by aid stations? Oh, like taking a shower, and it's like my mini aid station. The mini time when he rests or sleeping. Of course, he sometimes takes things to the extreme, right? Sleeping is not always enough for us, but the concept of mini aid station is really helpful for us to implement, like the things that I mentioned. And you may have your own aid stations. For example, you might have a job in IT, and your hobby could be horse riding, which has nothing to do with IT, right? So this is like your mini aid station where you have this thing that you can just turn your brain off from the IT stuff, from things like that, and just be present, enjoy the moment, riding a horse, and just hobbies that have nothing to do with what you are actually doing. So for example, I study marketing and I have a personal brand, this YouTube channel, but this YouTube channel has something to do with marketing, right? It's not fully something that I do that has nothing to do with marketing, with my future career and stuff like that, right? But it's something I want to do, something I enjoy. So if you find something, ideally something that has nothing to do with your field, that will be the kind of thing that would bring you a lot of joy and relaxation that has nothing to do with your job. I challenge all of you guys to take 21 days, okay, like a formation of a habit takes 21 days, to implement this strategy of having mini aid stations. And then write in the comments down below, how do you think, did your energy levels increase? Did your motivation increase? Desire for life increase? Did your life become better? Give us some feedback in the comment section. And this is something I'm currently working on as well, because I feel like I have this balance of I'm gonna work hard until I collapse, and then it's difficult to get back up. You start looking for purpose, you don't know what to do, how to do, should you do, and this kind of things are becoming messy, right? So if you have a consistent way that you get yourself back, like energy levels, let's say in the morning you start at 10 and until the end of the day you go down, right? So how can you get from this point to this and then back there and then lower and then back there? So more or less you have this line, right? So how can you get there? Try the mini aid stations and comment down below what's your result. And thank you for watching this video, and see you in the next one.